Okay, this is hard.
An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading rules.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it. Holy shit! You did it! We did it!
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau? Are you still sane? Please, talk to me. We saw you deal with the compromised agents.
The hell's this outfit?
Is it safe to come out?
I have to see if this is in the cutscene. I have to see if this is in the cutscene. God damn it. Oh, I have new things, apparently. I now have ammo refund. Let's see if this nonsense. It's in the cutscenes.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
I can't believe it's in the cutscene. This outfit's so stupid. Especially when I said, I'm glad to talk to someone sane, and I'm wearing that. Okay, they're all wearing
Director
laser tag
Faden. Call me
targets.
Jesse.
So we're
Okay,
fine.
Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, I and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet.
A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of.
Yes. I can try.
I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
It just let's go back into not looking really stupid. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by detection of an unobstructed ping within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to find control points, calling them nerve junctures or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence. This allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, the technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be controlled. Alright, bye guys. Good luck out there.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep.
This manifests in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common, at least intense form, seen in many corrupt agents, floating. These agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. These agents display no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the hiss corruption like spores of Wi-Fi boosters, or the cocoons preparing to enter the next stage of evolution. When attacked, his agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing a transformation into a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing.
Deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up.
I've been looking for this place for a long time. That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us.
His words are tough.
A few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench. The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
But why did he shoot us in the head?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Somebody pick up the damn phone. It's in Data's chest cavity. Open that up, pick out the phone, and answer it before Beverly Crusher sucks all of Rekka's brains out. These references too old for people already? They shouldn't be.
Look, I know that...
The only person you should fail is yourself. Fantastic. What's with this no clearance thing when you're the frickin' director? You should have all the clearance.
This is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions.
Unless
The door to the comms...
God dang
the
it!
hotline should be in the communications department.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay. This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the pure utilitarian sense.
Uh-huh.
Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Got it. Thanks.
It's a lie.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Alright then.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Still no clearance level. Which is probably code for you're not leveled up enough, or you're not at that point in the story. So that's the main quest areas there. But I can also try and make it to those other places. But I feel like maybe it'd be better if I actually go along with it. Nostalgia department.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
Okay, so I was under the impression this was a square room.
Yes, it's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. With you on that.
I don't like the cafeteria. God, I can't freaking aim. Alright, I gotta do something about this. This is a bit nuts here. I actually need less sensitivity. Yeah, less sensitivity. There we go. Oh, that's neat. A military event occurred at the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. Deaths were reported, and ongoing information has been managed. Bureau agents arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the awe, which is reported to have been really fucked up shit. Staff experienced sudden intense vibrations and noise accompanied by intense pressure to the ears. This lasted for minutes. No visual phenomena witnessed. Scene cordoned off. Embassy transported. Staff transported to continental U.S. After Formula I.9 was recited in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an altered item. Such items contained and brought to the Bureau. Good, I'm glad shelters aren't safe. Yeah, you let me in. That's great. Dead letters? I really don't appreciate the yelling. I called the police, but they never came to my house. I got a problem. I got sent folk to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fish on the wall. It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button, but it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs. Says lots of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish, and you got to come handle it. My wife drove sit. When can you come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. Letters come to us from various places and times, gathered by postal service as undeliverable. The Bureau is perfect home. Not all letters came. Blah 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 blah. First compile system. Okay, that noise is really weird. It sounds like clicks and pops in my audio, but could also be an effect in the game. And I can't tell. And it's upsetting me. Oh, thank you. Thank you, God. Oh, that's only a 16 health boost. Oh, deconstruct. Well, oh, God. That reconstruct is so fast. I just realized that you got... Oh, okay, so you upgrade. Okay, you can upgrade it. I was like, maybe I could put it in another slot and get 60 more health.
at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Wow, a whole cup, huh?
Communications. We're on the right track.
Okay, that's back to the cafeteria, which just saved my game. Thank you very much. What are you? I had a dream, and I built the thing I saw in my dream. A machine that would contain God, but not the God you know or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator, the coils from my toaster, and the fans, plus the timing belt of my car's engine, and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, contact me at this place. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. Okay. His resident field physical impediment. Destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. Destroy the Hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size. Barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does its distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? But, like, I don't know if anybody else has these weird clicks and pops and annoyances in just one corner of your right ear. Then I know it's the game. There was one path, not two. So I guess we're just gonna get funneled to where we need to be.
Object of power. Looks like the Hiss had latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
How do I get near the object of power? Oh, crap.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director. There you are. You were gone.
Was contained in a cell with no other loose material. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch guns. When bound, the object allows para to telekinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. The object is currently bound to for research purposes, still in for military base, whatever.
On. Cut off. I got it.
is so fun. Alright. Down we go.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Your mail! Oh, that's fun. This blows shit up just for no reason. National news sites have begun publishing the story of a polar bear attack in Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public less likely to... So another AWE behind us. The public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring and for any off-message opinions, but looking like we're in the clear. Tomasi out! Take that, water cooler. So if you press square after picking up an item, you get some of your energy back. Then drop the item.
Locked. Maybe there's a key nearby.
Well, he had a good time. Look at him, he's smiling.
This must open the door.
Oh no, I got some other one clearance doors to look through. Like back in the dead letters area. They know I'm going for the extra rooms. Forget if there was a door here. There was. Bureau medical staff personally evaluated the injured embassy personnel when they arrived back in the country. While the victims reported cognitive issues, dizziness, and fatigue, further testing by Bureau medics found intense cell damage similar to that of radiation exposure. Main takes soil sample, found no trace. Disseminated a story of foreign powers using blah blah blah. Okay. Alright, so we're confirming some things with this. I can't run while grabbing. Okay, I need clearance too. Well, I just murdered that lady. Hope there's no no gameplay repercussions. Fast travel back to Central Executive. I think there's some level 1 doors near there.